That was an excellent video. If you're not warming up with Sensei Florentine, you really need to. And I enjoyed it so much, I decided to pull up all of Sensei's Aikido class video, and he was covering some very good things that we do in our dojo too. Now, if you haven't noticed, and you probably have, I'm over 6 foot tall, and all the Sensei isn't quite as tall as I am. Now, this is more for the tall people, but I have different physical proportions than all the Sensei, so I've learned to do different things because of how I'm shaped, and everybody's going to do that no matter who you are. So I just want to get back down on the ground like Alda Sensei did in his video, and I want to cover some of the same aspects from a tall person's perspective. Okay? And by the way, I'm drinking my water. Make sure you do too. Okay, here we go. Now, when we're working our back rolls, Alda Sensei covered this very, very well. How's this? Is that a better shot? Okay. Jody's my videographer. She's a complete professional, so we have nothing to worry about. Okay, so what I do is, if you know me, okay, I have giant ankle bones. And if you have big ankle bones like me, I need to do something extra to keep these off the ground, because if I smash this thing on the ground, I'm probably not getting up. Okay, so over the years, I learned to turn my foot right here and dig my little toe knuckle into the mat. That keeps my big honking ankle bone off the mat. Okay? I have to do the same thing with my elbows, and my elbows in IBR are world famous. Remember, I was raised by roosters. Okay? So I have to do certain things to make sure that I don't smash these sharp bones right here onto the mat. And I'm going to give you a few tips of that right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here, and here I am keeping my ankle bone off the mat. My back is going to be straight, okay? And I'm going to sit in a good position right here. Now I want you to think about one thing right here. I want you to think about moving as one piece, okay? When we start out in doing these rolls, the first thing we do is go, okay? Well, that's not particularly comfortable, and it's going to be hard on your body. What we want to do is we want to roll as one piece. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to have my hands forward, I'm going to bring them back, and I'm going to set them on my knees. Okay? Now I'm going to do everything that Alda Sensei is saying in this video, except I'm going to keep my hands on my knees. And the reason why I'm doing that is so I don't break the top half of my body away from the bottom half. See, I can't touch my knees right now. So if I keep my hands on my knees and I do my roll, my body goes with it. Okay, just a little tip. Okay, coming up here. So as I do my rolls, I roll across my shoulders, to my shoulder, across my shoulders and down. To my shoulder, across my shoulders and down. I'm doing the same motion Alda Sensei is talking about. I come back, I can kick this momentum, get momentum from this foot right here. When I'm leaving my hands on my body, that makes me more round. I'm not breaking apart like a bad taco from Taco Bell. Okay, you know the ones that are already broken when you get them? They're terrible. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to move just like this. Okay? So I want you to try that a few times and see how you do. And I got some other things body-wise that I'd like to add to what Alda Sensei was doing for his break falls. So let's go ahead, and that'll be good for now. Okay, so how did that go? Okay, so on our break here, I happen to think, you know what, I really want to get us up into a kneeling position, and the keys are that 3-point tripod position. So what I want to do here, instead of going to break falls, we'll get to that. What I want to do is I want to go back over the fall. We're going to go to the side, keep our body together. Now, when we need to come up, we need some momentum. So swinging this foot is really important. If I just swing it a little bit, I don't come up all the way. So what I want to try and do is start getting this guy right here, my glutes, I want to get them in the air. Okay? So as I roll back, I can come up a little bit. Oh, I almost made it. I almost made it. Did you see what I did wrong? Okay? I was thinking about getting my glutes in the air, and I forgot about swinging my leg. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to put them both together. I'm going to roll back, swing, and I pop right up into my shiko, my kiza position right here. Okay, and I'm in a good strong position. So if I get my butt in the air a little bit more and I swing my foot down to get some momentum, I'm going to pop right up into this position. When I swing that leg, forward, I'm going to pop up. If you notice, I don't leave my butt back here, and it puts me in a crouching position. That's because I haven't brought my center, okay, over top of my feet. When my center is over top of my feet, my back becomes straight and I become strong. Okay, so that's how I want to position myself in a strong position when I come up. This isn't going to help you out if you need it. This is. Okay, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to come back up into this so you can see the whole thing work together. Okay, I'm going to push down, come up, and into position. Nice and strong. Here. Nice and strong. Now this is good for your core and it's good for your back muscles and your obliques. Everything here that you're doing is going to be very useful for your health of your body. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and look at the same kind of motion going into that break fall. Okay, and you know, this is going to be again some tall guy information that I use to keep my sharp bones off the mat. If you don't have those, all this video is absolutely perfect. You don't need to change a thing. But if you have the same problems that I do, crashing a pile of bones to the mat, you might want to try some of this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to start off in the same position right here. Okay, and I'm going to think about leaving my hands. I want everything, even if my hands are here, I want everything to move at once. Okay, and if I move it once, you notice I didn't really have to swing my leg all that much. But on break falls, you're definitely going to want to. So I'm going to go from here, roll back, come up. The difference is now I'm going to use these core muscles that we worked on in the last roll, big time on this one, okay? Because I want to get my feet high in the air. The more momentum I have coming down, because gravity is going to push me to the mat, the more momentum I have coming down, the greater timing I'm going to be able to get with my fall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll back to my right shoulder and I'm going to put my feet as high in the air as I can. This takes a lot of practice, but it's worth it. Okay, I'm going to go here. Do you see how high I got and how straight my body was and the extension I had? I've been doing this a long time and that's pretty easy for me. But it's not going to be for you. You have to push. You have to push to get those feet in the air as high as I do. Push and up. So if I keep my knees where my eyes are and then push up. Okay, so my knees, see where they're at? They're right where my eyes are. Now I push it, I come up. Now when I go up, okay, I can fall to my left side pretty easily. If I don't come up all the way, it makes it very hard to get what I need out of this fall. So I come up. Okay. I slid and that wasn't very good. Let's try this one. Here. Boom. Okay. Once again, where's my feet? Where's all the sensei saying? We don't want it over here. We want it back here. And like I said, I engage my toe. Keep that off the mat. Now, I do another thing. And I use the meat, what meat there is here, of my forearm to slap the mat. I don't slap the mat with my whole entire arm because now I'm going to slam that sharp bone into the mat and that's going to hurt real bad. So I slap here, okay, from my wrist to the middle of my forearm, here, even with my leg. So I come up, covering. Notice what this hand does? It comes underneath and protects my rib cage right here. Boom. So up, down, up, down. Okay? So that's kind of advanced. but it's worth the work because the timing that you're going to be able to get from hitting that, you want to hit the mat in one hit. Okay, that means your body's all together and on the same page. If I do a fall and I hit everything different, you can see how, one, it looks like I'm just falling apart. And I am. I want to make it one hit, good and strong, with focus. So go ahead and try a few of those. And if you have any questions, send me an email, artharrison2@gmail.com. Thanks, guys.